Going? Okay. So, I know we did this the other day. I know we did this the other day, but I wanted to kind of get a review on it, just looking at because it's one of my favorite moves. So we're looking at just some more details on the guillotine. Come here for a second. So Mark's neck is like mine. If I do this on Mark, he won't. He'll be doing the Batman for a week. So I do my guillotines a little bit different than the way most people do. So the way most people do the guillotines is the arm wraps around the neck and you make a fist, and then this hand comes around and makes, grabs over top of your own fist. We call it like a ball and socket grip, and then you just pull the guillotine shut this way to finish. The problem with that, there's a real common escape, especially if you do like the modified leg position. And what I mean by that is, on most guillotines, it's really hard to like jump and get full guard, right? And close your guard around the person. Now, if you can get that, that's the best way. That's the best leg positioning to get, where I can jump and get my guard locked around her and fall back and finish my choke. Okay, but that's hard to get because if she's on one knee or if she's got her hands on one leg or both legs, it becomes really difficult to get that. It's hard to even just get the full guard just rolling, much less trying to do it when the person's fighting like tooth and nail. So most of the time what happens is I'm not going to do the choke, but I'm just going to wrap your head. You should go to the modified leg position where you kind of put one foot, one shin bone across them, and your foot makes a hook, and then this other leg goes over the back. Right? That's the more common position these days. Because what that allows me to do is if we're like in the front headlock position, like say she shot a takedown on me, I can wrap her head, go around to the side, slide my knee in, boom, and we're in position. And I didn't have to get all the way to here, right? Okay? So, guillotines are like perfect for people that like have long hair. You can always tell guillotine days if girls have been in class.
Having it root down.
Right, yeah, right. So, again, there's different people that do different hand positions, okay? Again, we did this on Wednesday, but we're going to go over it again, and then we're going to go over a setup for it that we did. Now, most people, when they do their hand positions, will either do a ball and socket grip, or they'll literally like chin strap the person, where their hand, like physically, like, come over here so you can see. Right here. Where the hand will physically like grab the partner's chin, like this. And then when they do the choke, they're actually scooping this into their partner's throat, right, starting from the bottom up, okay? And if the person has a gag reflex at all, you'll get some panic taps out of people pretty quick with that. I don't like it because what's the international sign for choking? As soon as something goes for your neck, your hands come up to defend. Right, so I don't like to cup the chin because the hands immediately come up to fight my hands. I don't really want that. What I do is I make a fist, and I still do the ball and socket grip, but I leave it way over here on the side, right? So what I do is it stops right here. It's very shallow. I leave it extremely shallow. I don't bring it through. I leave it right over here. And what I'm basically doing is I'm putting it on that carotid artery right there. My elbow then is going to pinch. Now, what's going to happen here, this is going to serve two purposes. Number one, most people don't defend their neck right away when that happens because it's so shallow, they feel like, I'm okay, choke's not going to be there, I'm going to be fine. Okay. The other purpose it serves is it's going to stop the bailout escape. And what the bailout escape is, you see this happen all the time in fights. Somebody will get a standard guillotine, and when they sit to start doing the choke, she will roll her body towards her head and like essentially like she's rolling to her back. And it gets her out of the choke. Not that way, you'll break your neck. Yeah! So let's go back. Let's not do it from the break neck position. So we're from here. So I start sitting and she bails out. Right? And she bails out of the choke. So she's kind of unwinding the choke. So what this is going to do is, my grip and the fact that I leave it shallow. Here, I'm going to pinch my elbow, and as I sit, I'm going to turn your head sideways towards my rib cage. Now what that's going to do is as they fall, the head turns inside. If I try to fall, I'm going to really hurt my own neck. right? I'm going to neck crank myself now if I try to bail out. So this serves a couple of purposes. Number one, they don't fight the hands as much because it feels too shallow. Number two, the position we're going to twist your neck into is going to keep her from rolling out. Okay? So my mark is right there. All right, go side of that. This hand comes over to it and grabs. Now watch my elbow pinch. You see how her head's turning? Look at her head. That's the position I want her head in when I sit. And as I sit, it's going to continue to do that. Right, so I'm here. I pinch everything in tight. I bring everything in the middle. Now her face is facing me. I slide my knee in. Boom. I throw my leg over. And then to finish, I just rock the baby. Right, just like that's finished. Doesn't take much at all. So the finish is just this. Just rocking the baby. It's a terrible baby. You want to choke it. Right? So that's why it works. We'll edit that out later. So, right? We wrap the head. This comes across. Grab. Turn the head to the inside as I sit. I just collapse. And I pull her on top of me, and my foot is going to end up on her hip, but my shin is blocking across her belt line. Now this leg is just going to go over the top. And then from here to finish, I'm not driving her away. Right? Remember, rocking the baby, because you don't like it and you want to choke it. Right? Right there to finish it. Right? Lindsay even made noises that time. Right, I was on her chin a little bit. So the idea is the head is getting turned in. I put her head on the floor. That's a really important detail. If her head is up, the choke's not going to be as tight. I want her head to go all the way to the floor, right? And then from here, by rocking the baby, I'm bringing her shoulders over her head, right? So the mat is actually going to help with the neck. So if her head is off the floor, you don't get as good of a bite on her head. Now, the cool thing about this is, for those of you that are interested in doing jiu-jitsu tournaments, this is 100% legal because they can't differentiate between a guillotine and a. They can now if they've watched this video, right? The Jared Wells patented rock the baby or choke the baby because you don't like it, right? But it shouldn't be. Okay, so I wrap the head. Okay, this hand comes over to meet it. I tie my elbow to my rib cage, and then I bring everything to the center. And I don't move my arm. I'm not doing this. See how her head didn't move? I'm not just looping it around. As I go, I'm turning her head. See how much her head turned? Look. Her head's completely sideways now. Now I collapse that leg underneath. So I'm here. I'm just going to collapse that leg underneath me as I pull her on top. As she comes up on top, my leg makes a hook on her hip. My other leg goes over her back. And then to finish, you just rock the baby. She went, whoa. Right? Make sense? All right? So let's do you two and you two. Try it. Guys, nice and easy on this because it is a lot of pressure on your neck.